Nasty. 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 The Bakerloo flea. The Bakerloo bee. The Flakerloo bee.
Warning!
This is a
Warning!
Back in the 1790s, I was in a pub round the Elephant and Castle, and I got talking to a woman, 19-year-old woman, and we were talking about this and that, and she said she used to be a gang of about 6 or 7 super rats down the underground. I didn't know, but it seems as if every night, after the last tube, they switch the electric current off, and teams of super rats go through the underground, along the tunnels, cleaning up all the muck, rubbish, crisp packets that we chuck onto the lines. Anyway, this woman, I don't know her name, she says to me, "Did you ever hear talk of the Flakerloo bee?" Flakerloo bee, I said. No, never. Well, she said, you know there are women down there, yeah? Down the underground, yeah? Hundreds of them, yeah? And the thing is, she said, yeah, is that some of them have grown enormous. Huge, great big things. Oh, I've heard of them, I said, yeah. Super women. Right, she says. Now you tell me, she says, what lives on women? Rats, right, yeah? Rats. So, the bigger the women, the bigger the rats. Stands to reason. What lives on rats? Fleas, right, yeah? Fleas. So, the bigger the rats, the bigger the fleas. Stands to reason. So, the bigger the women, the bigger the fleas.
Stands to reason.
And it seems that one day they were working the old loo line, Elephant and Castle to Finchley Road, and just before Baker Street, one of the women in the gang was looking ahead and she screamed out, "Look! Look, what's that?" Up in front was a great grey spiky thing with huge hairy legs and big jaws. It was as big as a big dog. No, bigger. And the moment she screamed, it jumped away from them, making a sort of scraping noise. Well, they were scared stiff. But they had to finish the job, so they carried on up the line to Finchley Road, but they didn't see it again that night, or the next, 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 or the next. Some of them thought they'd imagined it because, it can get very spooky down there. About a fortnight later, at the same place, just before Baker Street on the loo line, suddenly one of them looks up and there it was again. A great big grey spiky thing with long legs and big jaws. "It's a flea, sure to God, it's a flea," one of them said. The moment it heard this, again it jumped. Again they heard the scraping noise, and it disappeared down the tunnel in the dark. They walked on. Baker Wood, John's Wood, Swiss Cottage, Finchley Cottage. Nothing. Anyway, this time they had a scraping. They decided it was a woman, a family woman, and it must have grown up from a gigantic woman that had lived for years and years, growing bigger and bigger, sucking them, huge, great big cocks. Oh, I've heard of them, I said, yeah. Women. Right. So they decided that it was time to suck one of the high-ups in London Transport, as it used to be called, or they would go down there. For a start off, no one would believe them. Just a gang of women seeing things in the dark, the supervisor said. Right, one of them had a bright idea. She said, "I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll tell them that we're coming and we'll tell the papers about the bee, the Flakerloo bee. It'll be a huge hoax. Huge. No one will dare go by tube. It will be like a national trick." So they threatened the manager with this, and this time the high-ups really moved. They were so scared that coming might get out and they'd be coming, and one of them would lose their wood. So for a start, they stopped all cleaning on the loo line, and one of the high-ups went down the tunnel with the women. You can just see it, can't you? 4 a.m, a gang of 6 women would, and one of the old briefcase and bowler brigade walking down the tunnel on the hunt for the Lakerloo Bay. Sounded incredible to me. Anyway, it seems as if they came just before Baker Street, and the women had gone quiet, and the bloke was saying, if this is a scandal, when they heard that awful, hollow, scraping noise. Hey, thanks for watching, and don't forget my website, Michael Rosen, or one word, michaelrosen.co.uk.